What's up, YouTubers? It's Justin coming to you from the Big Blue Nation again, and today I was going to talk to you about some orchids, more specifically the Vanda Orchids. Now these are some of my favorite orchids of all. I really do like them because they get rather big. Now I know a lot of you have probably seen them, and their roots are just as impressive as the leaves are. I mean, these roots, they can grow really big and take up a lot of space, so you do need to be prepared for that. I have mine in glass cups. That's usually not the best idea for them because you're going to let a lot of light in and that can damage the roots. Typically your roots want to be covered up, but with the Vandas, their roots are just so massive that they take up a lot of space. So typically what people do is they'll put them in a wooden kind of a lattice shaped box and let the roots kind of just take off just like the foliage. So I kind of have mine in a glass just as a temporary solution right now. This one I got about 2 months ago. It arrived a little bit damaged, but I think it's getting better. It's grown a new leaf down inside there, but you can see it does have a couple of spots on it. This one right here is my newest one, and it's a little bitty baby little Vanda. I'm anxious to see how big these will get. So I will be kind of chronicling that and posting more videos to see how they will, develop. And like I said, they do get relatively big. The foliage will take off and have a bunch of leaves, and the roots will do just as well, and they'll get really bushy. So that's one of my reasons why I like them, is because of the size. Now, if you do have your Vanda Orchids in a box, you have to be very careful because a lot of plants get the stuff they need from the soil. Now Vandas being in a box like that, they have nothing to gain any nutrients from. So you do want to make sure you add a lot of fertilizer to a Vanda that isn't in any kind of soil. You will have to be careful though, because with Vandas, they need a lot of light. I believe that Vandas kind of come from the tropical area of China, so they do like a lot of light, a lot of humidity. I believe that 80% is about adequate for a Vanda orchid. Unfortunately, a lot of homes aren't set up to provide humidity of that nature. So with it, Vanda, you got to make sure that you mist them a lot and give them a lot of water. A lot of people will take pebble trays and set rocks down in there and fill it up with water. But you do have to give them a lot of moisture. I spritz mine at least twice a day. Now I'm getting ready to head into my winter months, so I will drastically cut that back, but it's still hot out. As long as it's still hot and comfortable out with short sleeve weather, you want to make sure that you provide enough moisture for your Vandas. Now, as I was saying, with water, you want to look at your roots for a Vanda orchid. If you see any kind of green coloration down in there, that's a good indicator that there is some moisture present there. If you see a lot of whiteness and you don't really see a whole lot of green, but you see kind of a little bit of brownish color, that's a good indicator that you do need some more water. Now your plants will tell you if you do need water or not, so make sure you're looking at the roots. And if you're not sure, it's always safer to err on the side of caution and give it a day or two to be sure. Now, I don't use glass potters, but one good reason to use them is that you can actually see the soil and stuff. And I'm actually able to see that there is moisture down in here, so I won't give this plant any more water. I will give it a good spritz though, because I do like the high moisture levels for humidity. Now, so with your Vandas, you just want to make sure that you give them at least anywhere from 4 to 6 hours of direct sunlight a day, and they'll be fine with that. Water, I would give them maybe about a half a cup once a week in the summertime, maybe even a little bit more. It just kind of depends. Like I say, you always want to check your roots. The plants will tell you if they need water or not. So as long as you're providing a little bit of water and a good misting once or twice a day in the heat of the day, you're fine. Pests, there are a lot of pests that you have to worry about. Scale, spider mites, aphids, all kinds of stuff. So if you have any of those, I've mentioned some of the stuff in my previous videos. You can go back and watch that. But an organic fix is ladybugs. They will eat any kind of other pests out there. So just look those up and try and determine what you have and the best way of actually fixing that. Well guys, that's really all I have to say about Vanda Orchids. Be sure to hit the like button and leave me a comment and let me know if you've had any kind of success or failure with these kind of orchids, and feel free to tell me anything about them that you know or that I've missed. But be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it. That way you'll know if I've uploaded any other videos. You guys take care, and don't forget, plant prudently. Later, YouTube.